So, you want to make a thumbnail in 2024 without having to use a whole bunch of fancy software or spend a bunch of money. Well, today, I'm going to show you how. So here we are on the desktop, and we're going to need a couple of things, not as many things as you would think to make a modern thumbnail. But the first thing that we're going to need is a base image. And what a lot of people will do is they'll either set up a scene or they will choose an interesting point that's about to happen or is in the process of happening in the video. So I've already got one pointed out here. I've already got one chosen. I'm going to open it up here in photos. So here it is. It's a picture of the starting gate right as a race starts on our previous project. And I want to do a couple of things to this before I export it into the program that we're going to be using it. So we're going to go to edit image. And mind you, this is a tool that's built into Windows 10. All right, so first off, we're going to hit the adjustment tab. And I'm going to make this image pop a little bit more. Now, I'm no professional photo editor, so you guys probably aren't going to agree with my choices, but let's see what options we got here. I'm going to go down to saturation, and this is YouTube, so I'm going to pump that saturation up. Not that much. Whoa. I'd say about here. We can go up to the contrast and adjust that a teeny bit, and that should do it. I might pull down the saturation just a teeny bit. Now we're going to go ahead and save that in place, and I'm going to open up the next program we need, which is PowerPoint. Now you don't have to use PowerPoint. I just have it because I have an office job. You can use any program that allows you to stack images on top of each other. Microsoft Paint, you can use Photoshop, you can use a few different other free programs. They're pretty easy to find. So let's go to change layout and make it blank. And then we're gonna drag our image in there, boom. So there's our main image. So the next free program we're gonna need is called Blockbench. And I'm not gonna get too much into what Blockbench does. It's a super complicated program, as you can see, but one plugin that it does have is the title generator. And quite a few graphic designers feel some sort of way about this. I can kind of understand, but you're about to see why. So we need to decide what this thumbnail is going to say. We're probably going to biggest ice track, and I'm probably going to have 2 lines of text, so bear with me. That's what it's going to say. We're going to go over to our texture, and I want it to actually be a very specific gradient, not a texture. It's supposed to match with the Mario Kart 64 gradient that I'm going to flash up on the screen right now, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So the first thing you want to, sorry, I was moving my mic. The first thing you want to do is go over to gradient, and by default it's only going to have a 2-segment gradient selected, but you can turn as many segments on as you want. We're going to do the full fat 5-segment gradient, so let's check all of these in the middle. And you can see the color is absolutely crazy now. So we're going to just set this up layer by layer. Let's go to the top one and make it a really vivid green. Use the color picker just like this. Boom. The next one's going to be a slightly less vivid green. Closer to a yellow. Next one is going to be yellow, but we have to be careful what version of yellow that we use, because if you didn't know, it's actually illegal to use school bus yellow on anything but a school bus. No, a little more. There we go. Next one's going to be orange. Like that. And the last one's deep red. So as you can see, the gradient almost matches. And if we press finish, boom, there's our text right there. And we can rotate it and manipulate it and do a whole bunch of special stuff to it, but I'm not going to for the sake of this video. We're gonna go up to the render tab down here at the bottom, press on the camera, and you can either copy or save the render. We're gonna copy it to our clipboard and boom, paste it right there. But we don't necessarily want it right here. We want it to kind of be out on its own so it pops a little bit more. And if you're not steady with your mouse hand like me, and this is already selected, you can just move it with your arrow keys. It's really, really nice. Now, we need some more text, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this without saving and reopen Blockbench. We're gonna go to the same thing. Boom, and one sec, I'm gonna remake this. I'm sure there's a faster way to do it, but I'm stupid. All right, here we are. We've got our second line of text done. Now we do have the option of rotating this a little bit, and I'm going to just tilt it down a teeny bit, but not too much. I just drag that with the mouse, and there's options for presets, but I don't really like those. I believe that the effect is a little too dramatic. So we're gonna copy this and paste it right here. And as you can see, it's entirely too big. So we need to make it smaller, just like that. Okay. So I believe that I've got something that I like. Now I'm gonna show you guys a little trick with this because I want this text right here to actually be underneath of the top text. So I'm gonna select it and I'm gonna press send to back, but now we can't see it. How are we gonna fix that? So we select the rear image all the way in the back and we send that to back too. So now we've got the top row of text on top, the bottom row of text on the second layer, and the image on the third layer. Now, I don't know if this thumbnail is going to work on YouTube. This is actually a replacement thumbnail to one that I've already uploaded. It's actually good to do that occasionally if your video isn't performing and you think it should. But yeah, I hope you guys like this tutorial. This is just a little something that I decided to throw together because I was working on this anyway. Let me know what you think. See you next time.